Have I accidentally turned the gain up on my mic?
Oh, did you see it?
See what?
Record Henry.
No.
Helen.
I have a bunch of good films to watch. I can't be putting shit ones in the
Okay,
queue.
okay.
We
okay.
watched
Okay.
one battle after another. It was really good.
Dark.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's Glen Mythos.
As always go like, it wasn't that good.
It's on my list. I just like I've got a lot of things on my list.
Yeah.
I'm not hyped to watch a first-person perspective movie, man.
I know.
I find it quite disorientating.
I've not actually looked at his 1-star list.
Half star.
Or half-star list, but I'm sure there are a lot of people that can disagree with his choices.
Those people
I wasn't
would be
kidding
wrong.
though, because I do get intrigued about your opinions.
I did a bunch more half-star reviews the other day.
Like, Battle Los Angeles. You said a battle of obscured CGI dust clouds.
Mm-hmm. Well, so you did read them.
Yeah, I read them all. It just sucks because, Battle Los Angeles could have been like, the secondary Independence Day, but it's just how they did it just made it just not good.
I didn't expect it to be great, but I thought it would have been a fun alien film, and it just wasn't. I just wanted to see the city get blown up and shit, do you know what I mean? And then it was like, well, we're going to blow up things, but we're going to hide it all behind all these, like, particle effects that we spent a lot of money on. And we had this alien design, but we're just going to hide that too. So you can watch this guy, Eric, whatever his fucking name is, so you can watch his face get sweaty for 30 minutes.
Clem,
Black Thorn 2 wasn't that good.
Clem, you need to watch one battle after another. It was really good. I just always love Benicio del Toro. I just think he's amazing.
Oh, good. Goose is coming. Excellent.
Yay!
The goose.
Hello. How are you?
Hey, Mr. Dark. I don't have a token that allows me to see the screen.
Oh, my god.
Foundry says I'm not allowed to see.
Yeah, I'm the same. I don't
Yeah,
have
but
it.
unlike him, you never fucking vocalized it. So you can just stay in the box.
Yeah.
You send me the link.
You're in a house, what do you need a link for? Actually, that's a good point. See, I'm going to send you the local link. You should be able to just access it and it'll never change.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, that must be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This motherfucker sends me a new fucking link every single fucking...
Well, if I wasn't, like, living in the less than middle class that I live in, our electricity would never cut out and then it would never be an issue.
Oh my god, here we go with all these lies again.
Just stop being poor. It's
Well,
so
I'm so
easy.
middle
Just stop
class.
being poor.
Yeah, stop hiding.
Oops, accidentally. There you go, Swindle. If you ever live with me, that's the link.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'll...
Where is it? I can't see it.
Jesus Christ, woman. I've seen you.
Oh, I've got it.
Hashtag cringe.
Really.
I always send good gifts, though. I'm like the best person to send gifts. I always give good gifts.
I recall the intention was good because you went to the vinyl shop and asked them what kind of records should I get my boyfriend. But then unfortunately they fobbed you off with all the vinyls that I knew had been sitting there for like years gathering dust because no one wanted them.
Okay, well, I didn't know about that.
I was
okay,
like, I
Dad
recognise
Spears,
these
I knew
records.
nothing about
These have been
dance
in there for
music at
fucking
that point.
years.
Okay.
I'm not blaming you. I said the intention was there, but it's just for you never know, hun. I actually still have those vinyls, and those would have been limited run ones because they were small labels. They might actually be worth something.
Oh well.
Unlikely, but maybe.
Yeah.
I had to resist because Thingy's friend, when I was here yesterday, she'd been to Hong Kong recently. And my mind immediately went, oh, I'm doing a game in Hong Kong tomorrow.
Rick, tell me everything you know.
Yeah, well, I had to resist because I was like, they're already going to think I'm a huge fucking nerd.
Yeah.
And these were like normal people.
Yeah.
Also, normal people are so boring. Right, well, when Goose gets in, I'll start going over this. I'm going to go over the rules, a short history lesson, organisation of intelligence agencies, roughly, and then we'll talk about the roles that you can play. And then you can pitch your characters.
Like, zero idea.
Well, hopefully that's why I'm doing all the stuff beforehand, because that'll lead up to sparking things in your brain.
I mean, I've already decided that I was, like, because you had mentioned, like, there would be, like, 2 roles for each of us, like, so I've already kind of decided I'd be the guy that's kind of more behind the scenes than, you know.
Yeah. But I mean, that's only half the thing, because obviously you're a person, a character with a life and a personality, and that's the important part.
But yeah, outside of that, fucking no idea at the moment. So yeah.
I've also been picking a bunch of films for myself to watch for research purposes. So I mean, I could put in
That's
some
a good
movies
idea.
that you could skip through as well.
Fuck, that's what I should have been doing.
Well, to be fair, there's a lot of 1960s movies made in Hong Kong because there was like a boom in making them there. But ones that were actually set there or to do with espionage are much thinner on the ground.
Yeah.
There's one set there, but they're like kung fu movies and stuff.
Well, yeah. Which I'm not playing Bruce Lee. So as that would be.
You said that we can be Americans, so
You will be Americans, yes.
Because we're CIA or something, and then Laura and Goose will be
They will be MI6 and you will be CIA.
MI6, yeah.
Which is will have a lot of contacts in other agencies and organisations in the area as well. So there'll be a lot more NPCs in this one, I think, for you to interact with.
Oh boy.
Because I'm aiming for, it's good to hear you, because I don't really want to go with stuff in these here.
Fair.
But yeah, I'm aiming for it to like primarily be a spy thriller game, because there's enough intrigue in who do you trust just in that as a game before you even get into like horror aspects, you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
So I'm hoping it can be spy thriller and just slide into the horror stuff as it goes on. As
Yeah,
like an extra dimension.
Yeah, the only bit of spy media that I've recently consumed has been Slow Horses, and that's, I mean, which is great. I love the show, but I don't think it really is applicable to
I don't know.
the
When's
vibe
it
that you're
set?
going.
Is that not a British spy one?
It is, but it's also like modern, and it's got a bit more comedy in it than spy thriller.
Anything by God, what's his name now? John Cares. He wrote The Spy Who Came Out from the Cold, which was a movie I just watched, which was released 1965. The book was written like 59, I think. But there's a lot of films out older than when we are setting this. They would cover the spy stuff really well, because that's what I was saying was really strange about this, because the 66 is bang in the Cold War. All the spy stuff is going on, but it's also like spy movies at this time are like the Marvel movies maybe like 5 years ago. Like, they're huge. Everybody knows James Bond. It's at the peak of its popularity, and but all the spy stuff's going on at the same time, so it's kind of weird.
Yeah, so it's the spy stuff is in the public eye, but it's like it's not
also
exactly
going on. Yeah, so I mean, you could take that. I mean, your guys will be like spies, and they will go to the movies and watch a spy movie about the thing that they're fucking doing. Do you know what I mean?
It's like that's not at all what my job is. What the fuck?
Because obviously, the James Bond stuff's more at the time was more kind of like glamorous and exaggerated and all that kind of stuff and silly. But I mean, there's lots of other spy ones as well that were like around that time. Because in the 50s, particularly, there's a lot of like spy stuff going on.
Oh yeah, definitely. I also genuinely miss like the older James Bond movies. Like the newer stuff just is boring as fuck.
I said this the other day. I watched all the old ones as a precursor to this, and to just remind myself what the old ones were like, and they're not as good as you thought they were when you were young.
Oh, definitely. I mean, yeah, no, they definitely had some flaws. They were like goofy as all hell too, but at the same time, they were fun.
I would highly recommend A Spy Came In From the Cold though. It's in East-West Germany, but it's like a really good one.
I'll have to check that out.
And it's like dark and kind of grey.
Nice, love that.
But there are other ones. The Jackal's another one. It's in the 70s, but it's quite a good one.
Oh, the Jackal. Okay.
Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy as well. There.
Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy was the same author that did Spy Who Came In From the Cold. That's so was Smiley's People, and there's another one he did just after Spy From the Cold. But a lot of them being made into movies.
Yeah. I'll definitely take a look. Definitely take a look at some of that. And maybe
I've got a couple of like Hong Kong ones as well I could point you at, which are good for just getting the vibe of the city and stuff. But I mean, it's a British colony and it's the 60s, so it's very like the UK in the 60s because the culture is very, very similar with just a sort of
guys, I totally
Chinese
miss you, by the way. Like, the last one was so mischief, honestly. It was so nice that you came for the cameo at the end. Because that was just like, that totally made the whole scene, didn't it, guys? I just thought
because he saved you.
That was fun. I liked it, that one,
Use your headphones,
so
Laura.
Right.
Use your headphones, Laura, so I don't hear echoes. Okay, so we'll start by going over the rules because it's slightly different to before. This is Cthulhu Dark, but it's the deep green, which is the Delta Green variant. Let's open a sheet here so I can see. So at the very top, you're going to have your character's name, which would be like their full legal name, and then the alias beneath that. So it could just be like the shortened version, and that'll be what shows up on the icon on the screen. You'll have your occupation there, which will be your job title, and you're all going to be agents in an intelligence agency, so that'll be very simple. And then you'll have a special skill, so this can be obviously any kind of skill you have from your training as your job title is inherent, but you'll also be allowed to have like another special skill if you want something more specialized that was maybe like a previous occupation or education or whatever.
So where is this? Just to check.
Press
where
C,
do I get
and
this?
Press C for the character sheet.
Thank you.
F11 should be full screen, Goose, for most browsers, I think.
So where do we get our special skill?
Well, we'll go over that when you're doing the character, but you'll be able to just come up with it, basically. So you have anything you can do as an occupation, then you have a special skill as well. Now we have the 2 tracks for stress and insight. Now before you just had the 1 track. The stress track is the same as before. It is, you can think of it as like your stress or anxiety level like in the moment. When you max out stress, you take a disorder. You can try and reduce stress by marking off one of your bonds, and you'll have 3 bonds. But when you mark off a bond this time, it doesn't clear the stress completely, it rolls a dice, and you reduce the stress by that much. So there's an element of randomness there about how much stress you're going to recover when you mark off one of these bonds. Your insight will never change, and when it maxes out, you're insane, because it's your sanity, it's tracking your knowledge of the mythos, and once you know too much, that you're lost, you're gone. So that one you want to keep a careful eye on. You will not be rolling insight very often. So you've got 2 tabs below that, the main and the biography. Biography has your anchors, which are the bonds, and then you've got a notes section. The anchor is quite good because it's got a checkbox there, and when you click it, it'll just like score out the anchor name so you know it's been marked. On the main part, you have the disorders, and that's obviously when you stress. You can have 3 of them. I'm thinking you might not actually be like out of the game if you max out the disorders, but they're just going to be problematic because they're going to cause problems for everybody when your disorders are like coming into play. And then we have harm is going to get tracked this time as well, because we did injuries before, but they were very narrative. They're still going to be narrative, but we're actually going to track them on the harm thing here. So if you have a series of injuries that are getting worse or stacking up on top of each other, they will lead to like actual death. So you can always look at your sheet and see how close you are to just getting like killed, just to add that extra like element of danger to it. And so you don't feel like I'm going too soft on you with escaping injuries and stuff like that.
Okay.
Because you're like, oh shit, I've taken 2. If I take another one, I'm gone. And then below that, you've just got the buttons for the rolls. So you investigate roll, your risky action, which is other actions, and then dark die, which is the risk roll. Yes, Laura.
I was gonna just say, I just think about Swindle just taking the make a risky action. You're using that roll.
Well, I mean, you only roll a dice when an action's risky, so if you're not investigating, that will be the other one that you roll. And if you have to roll the dark dice, for whatever reason, the stress or the insight, that's what you'll roll. And then the self-care one, that's when you are recovering stress, you roll that, and that's how much stress you're going to reduce it by. Is that all clear for everyone? It's not too different from what we did before.
Seems fine.
Yeah.
Cool. Right, we'll go over actual characters in a second. I will write down all this history stuff and put it into the journal, but I don't have it written down just now because my eyes are tired.
That's fair.
Does anybody here not know where Hong Kong is?
On Uranus.
Okay.
No, it's China.
Well, it's an island on the south end of China, just off the coast. The Hong Kong we're talking about is the larger British colony territory, which encompasses not just the island of Hong Kong, but an area of the mainland connected to that. Kowloon is, I think, what most of the territory is called. Which will have the infamous Kowloon Wall City, but I mean, that's like a square mile out of a much, much larger area. The Hong Kong Bay, as it's kind of called, is like the larger metropolitan kind of area of it. So for 100 years, Hong Kong was a British territory. It was agreed after the Opium Wars. I say agreed, like we held a gun to their head and took it off them. And they made them sign a document saying we would have it for 100 years. And at this point, I think we're like halfway through that term or so, because it was handed back over to them in the 90s. So it's area of South China. It's under British rule. The culture is not the North Chinese, like Han ethnicity. It's I don't know what it's actually called. It's Guangdong or something, and they speak like Cantonese rather than Mandarin. But obviously, being a British colony, English is also like the twin first language with Cantonese. So everybody there is effectively British citizens. There's like Chinese ethnic people who are like native to the region, and then there's also a lot of refugees from China, because China, the emperor has been overthrown. The Democratic Republic of China took over, and then they've been overthrown by the Communist Revolution led by Mao Zedong. And at this point, the communists have been in charge for a while. Mao Zedong is getting kind of sidelined, and what happens is he doesn't want to be sidelined, and the rest of the Communist Party are thinking about, doing a slightly different type of socialism. They've fallen out with the Soviets at this point, and they're thinking about, revitalizing their contacts with the rest of the world and legitimizing their regime. He's not happy with any of that, so what he does is he instigates his cultural revolution, and basically invigorates a lot of students and young people to rise up and overthrow the existing communist regime, who he says are trying to turn China back into a capitalist democracy. So they form these kind of like terrorist cells called the Red Guard, and Mao Zedong's plan at the point is just to create complete chaos, destroy the government infrastructure completely, and rebuild it so he can become a supreme dictator over all of China. And as we know now, that is what actually happens. But at this point, 1966, this is the very beginning of his Cultural Revolution, and nobody really has a clear idea about what's happening in China. The communists took over, and now there seems to be a lot of instability and riots and all that kind of stuff happening, but nobody really knows that this is like his plan at this point, was to just like tear it all down so he can like take over, because the US in particular, wants communism to fail, and they're just like kind of pleased at the instability and all that that's going on in China. So that's the sort of backdrop to Hong Kong at this point, and the British, their main concern is to keep Hong Kong, and they're fearful about the communists deciding that the agreement that they had with the British is no longer valid and just invading Hong Kong anyway. This is also particularly dangerous because the Chinese tested their first atomic bomb in 1964, so they're a nuclear power at this point. They don't actually test their first H-bomb, which is a more developed bomb, until 67, I think, so a year after this is set. But the fear is, another communist state that is a nuclear power in the region. Yeah, I think that's pretty much the political situation and the backdrop to where we are at the moment. Story-wise, the backdrop's going to be the British, who are intelligence allies with the US, against the Soviets and other communists. The British have recently had a communist spy ring exposed in their ranks, because prior to that they were quite well respected as an intelligence operative. But the US has had doubts on them the last couple of years because of these 5 spies that were operating within the British intelligence agency. So in Hong Kong, we're going to have an agent that was working for a handler called the Red Horseman, and the handler has been murdered. The agent has disappeared. They suspect the agent killed the handler because he's a double agent. But then there's a mysterious communique that's encrypted from this Red Horseman comes through, and that's what's kind of launched the investigation. These are going to be 2 British agents and 2 American agents on a joint task force sent into Hong Kong. They strongly suspect there's a mole or a spy ring operating within the intelligence agencies in Hong Kong, which is why you're called in from outside to go and investigate and just find out what's happened. Why did this guy die? Who killed him? And is there a mole or several moles operating? What's compromised? And that will be the setting from there. That was okay for everyone.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
I will write down all this stuff and put it in a file for you as well. You can also do any reading you want on Wikipedia about Cultural Revolution and that stuff. But because of the chaos in China, the intelligence coming out of China this time is very unreliable. There's a lot of refugees coming through, but a lot of them are double agents, misinformants, just getting stuff wrong, or they don't actually know what's happening, as well as genuine ones. There's a lot of information coming out, but it's all mixed and they don't really have a good idea of what's going on. And of course, intelligence agencies like to know what's happening. So 2 of you are going to be CIA, 2 of you are going to be MI6. You'll have contacts also in the area for the Hong Kong Special Branch, which is a sort of homegrown security service. MI5, which also coordinates in the area. GCHQ, which is the British signal intelligence gatherers. The CIA have a large base in Hong Kong. The CIA mostly operate from Taiwan in the region because that's where their strategic goals lie, because Taiwan is the Democratic Republic of China government, which they would like to see take charge of China again, because the US at this point doesn't recognize communist China as a legitimate country, because obviously they're anti-communist for everything just now. But the strategy for the CIA in this will be to support Taiwan, undermine the communists, in whatever way possible. Whereas MI6's strategic goal for this is just to maintain the colony, and if that means appeasing the communists in Beijing, that's what they're going to do, because that's their number one priority. Sorry, what did you want to ask him? No? Okay. So I tried to look up the proper terms for the roles and how they operated in a sort of time, but suffice to say, you'll have two different roles in your group of two people. One of you will be the case officer, which is the frontline spy. You would normally be the person who recruits agents, and agents are just informants, basically. But you'll be the case officer, the frontline investigator. You'll be doing like the active surveillance, breaking into places, speaking to people, that kind of stuff. And the other one of your pair will be their support officer, and that person has all like the contacts, access to the money, the person who can requisition equipment, and will liaison with like the local intelligence agencies and forces, like the police force and special branch and things like that. For the CIA, they would be the person that contacts like the other CIA agents to get their transmission information and dossiers and stuff like that. So a bit like the sort of man in the chair aspect, but a lot more involved. You'll do a lot more like speaking to NPCs and things like that. But of course you will both be drawn into risk and danger regardless. I mean, officers are usually on assignment. I think something like 90% of your time is just like working, so you get very little like personal downtime when you're on a job and an assignment like this. But you will have some limited time to like do other things in and around Hong Kong. Any questions so far?
Yes, is the case officer thing written down?
What about the case officer thing?
Or would you just explain entirely? Is that going to be written?
I will write it all down for you, yes.
Perfect, because I'm the case officer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so Goose and Laura, you will be the British MI6 agents. You can decide who's the case officer and who's the support officer.
Can I be the case officer? Is that okay? Officer, I mean, not the case worker, the officer.
Goose. Maybe his mic's not on.
Special skill.
So the
Yes. Did you want to be the caseworker or did you want to be the officer?
No, there's support officer and case officer.
Alright, okay.
Sorry, I'm making soup in the background. I was giving it a stir. Sorry, which one did you want to go for, Laura?
I wanted to be the support officer, so I was thinking if you could be the lead as in the case officer.
Sure, yeah.
Obviously, you will be undercover, so you will also have like a cover job. You might be a diplomat. That's usually like a more obvious one for like the station master, which is the head of the intelligence place. But you might be like undercover as like a journalist or a business person. Laura, you might be like their secretary, and that would be an excuse for you to be like behind it in an office all the kind of time.
Yeah, I'll be Goose's secretary, probably. Yeah.
So you can decide that. You can decide on your cover story as well. That's gonna be too important. When we start it, I'll give you like each a meeting with your superior control officer, and they'll give you like a dossier which will explain like your objectives for your mission, all that kind of stuff, and your contacts and stuff. The same with the Americans. The CIA is a lot more bureaucratic the way it's organized. It runs it more kind of like a business, because of course it does. So yous will still have like undercover sort of job titles, but you'll work at like the CIA building probably, so it's like everybody knows you're the fucking CIA.
Yeah.
It's not nearly as like secretive about it. But your background...
Would I be like the caseworker assistant or something like that?
Oh, you're the case officer. That would be your job title.
I suppose that's the same as assistant, isn't it, really?
Well, your undercover title could be whatever you like, yeah.
That's just your fake job that you tell people whenever they ask, so what do you do? It's like, oh, I'm an assistant to so and so.
Yeah.
But really you're
An
spy
MI6.
for MI6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many special skills?
You get one special skill. So, and it should be something that isn't covered by your training. So obviously firearms, self-defense, surveillance, all that kind of stuff gets taught to you in the CIA. So that would not be your special skill because you already have that. But something that's outside of what you've been trained.
Oh, okay. So you can make it up. Your
Yes.
special skill.
Yes.
Oh, right. Nice.
So it could be something like fencing. Maybe you were into fencing at university, for instance, or horse riding.
Oh, okay.
For this, so
Interesting.
this is the other thing. So the MI6 at this point, the British, they almost exclusively recruited from like high-class universities, Oxford, Cambridge, Edinburgh, etc. So they tended to be very posh.
Oh, I'd like to be a rower. You know how you have like in the Cambridge and stuff, you have like rowers. What are they called again? What's that game?
The game.
The boat game with the rower. Is it called rower? I can't remember what it's called.
I know what you mean. Yeah, the rowers. Yes, the rowing boats. The rowing
Yes,
team. I think
yes.
it was like a rowing team. I can't
It's
remember.
a
what it's
rowing team, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm like the rower.
called. The rowers.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It was either that or is she trying to say warrior?
Do they
But
have-
she's saying it weird? Like,
Do they have a women's one in Cambridge? Are they not like super
Yes,
sexist?
They have a women's one.
Okay.
I'm gonna say they have a women's one.
You could listen, if they had like a first women's one, it's probably going to be in the 60s, so it'll be fine. Yeah, you could have that, yeah.
So do I just say rower or do I say rowing?
I would say rowing. I know what you mean.
Okay,
Like
rowing.
athletics. Can you put in your headphones?
I can't find them. That's what I was looking for, and I just couldn't find them. Sorry. I'll
Right,
find them
you,
for next
You better
time.
find them for next time.
Yes, I'll find them for next time.
But the CIA, they were trying to copy the British, and they started recruiting people from like Ivy League universities to try and emulate what the British were doing. But that was seen historically as a huge mistake because it works a lot better when you have people from all different strands of life coming in, because then they can act like different people from different strands of life and communicate to other people differently better. So that was a kind of misstep for the CIA when they started recruiting all these posh rich people, and it kind of made it more difficult for them to like integrate into different areas and cultures and people. So I don't know if you want to be on the crest of the Ivy League people that got drawn into it, or if you want to be more of an old school blue collar kind of Joe that's been taken in.
I want to be like, got an apprenticeship type person.
Well, you would be British, so you're more likely to be posh because they almost exclusively pulled in people from the upper classes.
Oh, right, okay.
That's what I was saying. The Americans were didn't do that, and then they tried to emulate that, and then realised, I think in the 70s or the 80s, that was a terrible idea and went back to just recruiting anybody.
I don't know, Glim. What are you thinking for your guy? Since we're CIA, we can, were you recruited out of an Ivy League place, or are you more blue collar?
Sure.
You gotta be blue.
I'm drawing.
You gotta be blue collar, right? Because you're always playing the everyman.
Yeah, I was trying not to, but
Well, you can if you want. I'm just, that's really asking you because I have no idea for my character, so I might just base my answer off of yours.
that's a whole.
What are you doing, Gus, for yours? What's your special skill?
Oh, it's funny because.
I still need to really consider this. I wasn't, because I knew it was Hong Kong, but I wasn't expecting the spy theme to it. So I was like, wait, I'll be a Chinese chef. I was like, oh.
You can.
You could have trained as a chef, and you could have that as your special skill.
Yeah, why not?
I don't know. I'll need to give it some consideration.
That's
Well,
game.
I'm Chinese, like you can see by my name.
Well, this is the other thing. But sorry, Glenn, I'll let you explain the thing. Obviously, you've been sent to Hong Kong. You weren't already working in Hong Kong, but you will need to have some experience or knowledge about some area with China to have been picked for this case.
I feel because of like my Chinese heritage and
Well, you
that's
would
why I was
more likely than have been from Hong Kong, or your family would have been
Yeah.
from Hong Kong because you're a British citizen. Yeah, makes sense. Sorry, Glenn, what do you want to say?
Last game I played as a mechanic.
Okay. Well, if you don't want to be a blue collar guy, like, then you could be from.
No,
one of the Ivy
I'm
Leagues, 'cause-
rehearsing. I'm rehearsing my steps on blue collar stuff because
Did the
other it's
CIA
horse
still
fire. What?
So, what were you trying to say?
Did the CIA still pull people from the army at this stage?
Yes, the military was like a very common avenue to get into
Yeah.
intelligence agencies.
I just thought, if you were looking for like a different kind of background, it might be possible.
Yeah, I mean, you could have been like a mechanical engineer somewhere in military or something like that, because obviously your military puts you guys through college.
Oh, here's the thing. I wasn't finished what I was going to say.
Yeah, sir.
His father is a mechanic, and he taught him mechanical go absolutely nowhere.
Sorry, you got really quiet there.
Oh, I'm mumbling. I'm my bad.
But yeah, so I mean, you might came through university. Otherwise, you probably came through the military, because that's usually how they pick you up. Or you must have been in some kind of field that would have led you into intelligence, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think I would have been probably recruited from the military. I mean, I could still be, Ivy League, I guess, but backstory.
That part's fine for me. I can,
Yeah.
it's just the cover I'm bothered with.
Yeah, I mean, you had the Korean War just previously to that as well, that a lot of people served in, obviously.
Oh yeah, there you go. I think my guy was
And be a custodian.
and-
Bummer. No.
Yeah, I think my guy was probably like an intelligence analyst during the Korean War, and then eventually got recruited into the CIA.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the CIA is just analysts analysing
Yeah.
reports. You could have been an analyst and you've moved up to, like, case officer.
Yeah.
Hey, the cover, I can make it anything, or mostly anything.
But the cover can be pretty much everything you want, but the CIA tended to just give you a title that was just like a generic business title, and you'd work from the CIA building. But that doesn't have to be. That doesn't have to be the case, because you are being sent in as a sort of separate investigation, It wouldn't be a plumber though. Like, it wouldn't be something ordinarily.
Okay.
The cover story wouldn't be like that, because why would you send an American plumber to Hong Kong?
Simple.
You'd be like a travel. You could be like a travel agent, a journalist, something.
It's funny that you said. Wait, you want me to be a journalist?
But something.
Investigative journalist? Done. Do that.
Yeah. So if you want that to be a cover, that could be a cover.
Investigative journalist. I'm done. All right, Swindle. What do you got?
I think because I'm the support officer, I think my cover needs to kind of reflect that. So I'll probably be like
The press.
no, I'll be the like trade attaché to the U.S. consulate.
Attaché just screams spy.
Oh, I mean, but it's an actual thing.
No, but that's exactly what they did, because a lot of them they didn't care.
Yeah, I mean, we're the CIA.
Because the thing, so well, let spy moves get wrong. Most spies operate, they go in and they just talk to people, and they just find people who want a bribe, and they just bribe them for information, and that's your agents, and that's what they do. They just sit and talk to people and pay them bribes and write it all down and send it off to an analyst. That's mostly what they kind of do.
Yeah. It's basically networking.
Exactly. User a little different, because obviously you're sitting in as an investigator spy thing with a specific task. But all the other spies you'll meet there will be people who are handling, informants. And the guy that you're investigating has died. Obviously, that's what he was doing.
All right, what's our press name?
I would just pick an actual international American newspaper and just use that. Because the bigger and more generic it is, the easier it is to kind of explain away. So, like New York Post or something. I don't know where the big ones are.
New York Post.
I don't know if that's big or if that's localized. I'm sure they had something.
For magazine Hong Kong perspective, let's see what you. The FCC.
Is that not?
Fair Eastern Economic Review.
Oh,
Founded 1946 in Hong Kong, weekly English language magazine cover policy.
is that American?
Oh yeah.
If it's American, it would work. Yeah. Now, of course, if you have a cover job like that, part of your role playing will be attending the job, because you'll have to cover the job's duties as well as your task force duties as part of the cover. If it's something public facing like that. So yeah, you will be coming from two different agencies. You'll have your own sort of strategic goals, even though you're working together. The US kind of being there to make sure the Brits don't have a leak that could affect your intelligence, and the Brits just trying to like prove that they're not a shit show, and protecting their colony or the security of the colony. Because the last thing they want is a lot of communists infiltrating things and stirring up, trouble, which does happen in real life, because the following year there's all these massive riots in Hong Kong from all the communist students. Oh
crap, this is hilarious. So the Fair Eastern Economic Review is pretty much the British Hong Kong publication. Yeah, well, it's a British colony. I wouldn't think there would be American papers working there. Yeah. You would definitely have, well, you would have American journalists and stuff like that. Yeah. There's American Magazine, well, Asia Magazine, which is American. Yeah, because I imagine the American ones are sort of based in Japan, really. There's the politics. Alright, so on the Far Eastern Economic Review.
I think was it the South China Post that was the big English language paper in that kind of region, but I don't know who owned it. It
very likely was British.
Yeah.
So we got your Jason Core.
Yeah, it's the FEER is mostly pretty much the weekly English language magazine covering politics, business, economics, and technology. Yeah, that's going to be it for Eastern Economic.
In your biography section on your sheet, there's like a notes bit you can write in notes there.
Gotcha.
Anchors, I would like each of you for one of your anchors to be your loyalty to your country and your intelligence agency. Because I think as a spy, that's going to be a core part of who you are as a person. Because why else would you do this job? And at one point, I would like your doubts and suspicions and paranoia and all that to be the reason that you like score it out. Because you're like, I can no longer trust the people that I'm working for.
What's our because it's at MI6.
MI6, yes. Or you could write the British Commonwealth. However you want to phrase it.
MI6.
I'm good with MI6.
Yeah, I just put down US/CIA loyalty.
Yeah.
So like for alias or you just put Suki, because that's your what people call you. Thomas Caldwell. And obviously you're going into an environment where you have to trust people because you've got all these contacts you need to use, but you don't know which of them are actually trustworthy. You won't know how trustworthy each other are until shit hits the fan. And then on top of that, there's probably going to be a monster eating people or something. Or maybe they won't eat them. Maybe they'll just like regurgitate on them. Dissolve them.
Ugh.
But it doesn't kill them, it just makes them
so
disgusting and promiscuous.
My anchors are my husband Kai, and then my colleague Humphrey, and then MI6 loyalty. Is that what you're supposed to put for your anchors?
As long as you give me some details about Humphrey.
Okay.
He's a work colleague. Is he from when you went to university? Like, I just need to know who he is.
Oh, you want all that?
Preemptively, I'm gonna feel bad for Kai.
Yeah.
Just with your track record for your characters.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, things stand well for your husband.
You should be able to open your character sheet and by pressing C if you're not sure.
Actually,
or you can click on
you know
your.
what? I'm gonna call it
colleague.
I'm gonna call it colleague Kai because I'm
No,
not gonna have a
husband's
husband.
fine.
No, I'm
Husband
not
is
gonna
fine.
have a husband. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
no.
like.
I'm just taking the piss. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
How much do you need to know, Dark? Or
Enough that I can roleplay them when you have to contact them, because when you're trying to relieve stress or something like that, like you need to reach out to these people and offload your trauma onto them.
Okay, I need the husband then for that.
And that's going to like strain the relationship and eventually burn it, and that's how
right.
that
So
works.
I'm just gonna make a little journal for you, anchors.
Can my husband work for MI6 as well?
Good ask question.
So I believe at the time relationships were not allowed. That doesn't mean they didn't happen.
Okay.
That doesn't mean they didn't happen, but I believe being married they would know about.
Yeah.
So you could be secretly engaged or something, but to be actually married, I don't think they would allow you to operate. I'm not 100% on that, but I think that's what I'd read.
I think that's.
Yeah, I think I listened up later,
I mean,
but even
just
later
at
it's
least for
like
the time,
even later it's like frowned upon. I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
you
Can
can
my
be compromised.
husband work for the head of police then?
Yeah. Are you thinking he's in Hong Kong?
Yes.
So I was having you guys come. I mean, this is fine because I was thinking logically, it actually makes sense that your support officer would already be stationed in Hong Kong, because that would give them more knowledge of what to reach out for and stuff. But then I was thinking it's easier for you as a player if you're coming in not knowing everything, because you don't actually know a super amount about Hong Kong. So I mean, you can play either you want, but if they're investigating a possible mole here, they might not want to use people that are already stationed here.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe he's like head of police in England.
UK,
then. The UK. Yeah.
All right, there you go.
Oh, I meant to do a slideshow of Hong Kong slides as well, which I meant to play. I don't know if that's how this plays for you. I don't know if this plays on the screen or what.
Oh yeah, it's sliding through.
These are some of these like 62 or something, but they're rough kind of era. Obviously, Hong Kong becomes this massive economic center. It's not quite there at this point, but it's just like the explosion at the start of the boom, because they did all this massive housing projects and refurbishments, and rehousing like all the people that are living in the slums and things like that. They brought in like a full education system for all the children, and you know it was starting to like really take off, and a lot of it was very modern. But there's still like pockets of like deep poverty as well, especially the more rural areas out in the mountains.
Yeah.
And then you've got this influx of like Chinese coming in from the north, trying to escape the communists.
Okay. So my friend Humphrey, he was a colleague at Cambridge University, and he's a political ambassador. Can you get that? Yeah.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
There was plenty of ambassadors.
Okay, so he's a political ambassador. Yeah.
He'll need a surname though.
His name is Humphrey Hetherington.
I think we use a lot of Hetheringtons.
Ooh, whatever.
Fuck, I'm drawing blanks for anchors and my special skill.
Oh no. What did you have in mind for a character?
What's your
I
special skill,
didn't.
Goose?
What?
I literally kept saying I didn't.
Thomas Caldwell, you're saying he came in through the military? He was in Korean
Yeah.
War as an analyst?
intelligence analyst.
Okay, so he's quite educated then, right? Or he just had a knack for it?
Yeah, I'd say he was probably educated.
So that means he went to college, so you'll have college buddies or tutors. You'll have definitely people you were close to as a soldier or working in the military. So those are definitely routes for people that could be close to you. And then if you have a partner or not. I mean, you could be married with kids and work for the CIA. That's, you get sent away sometimes, but you know, you can still have a life and a family and all that.
Yeah.
No, I'm just the husband, no kids. Because it's just, it gets
Oh,
messy.
cool. The thing I'm working for has two shorts. The FEVR and the review. I can just say, hey, I'm from the review.
You know what? I'll actually put down like a wife and kids. That'll be fun. Do they have to be in Hong Kong or?
No. I mean, it wouldn't make sense for them to send your whole family with you. You'll only be expected to be over in Hong Kong for a few weeks at most, I would think.
Yeah. Okay. Be fun to cross out, I'm sure. I'll just put down wife and kids for now, but I'll flesh them out later on.
Okay.
What about like languages, like being like linguistic for like my
Well, that's what I was
special
saying
skill?
about having
Or
some sort of connection to China or Hong Kong or East Asia somehow, and because it explains a lot more why you would be, especially the CIA, because it's a much bigger organization than MI6, so there's a bigger pool of people to pull from, so it'd be more likely to be someone who's got family heritage or, you know, learned a language or something like that. So even if if you were speaking Mandarin rather than Cantonese, that would still be like useful, because a lot of the people you're interviewing are from China, you know, from the north, coming into this area.
I think my guy would probably know, just has like a knack for learning languages, and he like can speak and like fluently multiple languages.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to have him, because I mean, he was in Korean work, so you could have it. He speaks Korean.
Yeah.
And then he's picked up like Cantonese or
Cantonese, Mandarin, probably French as well, just because.
Well, more likely to be, if he's in the area and it's like East Asian languages.
Well, I mean,
obviously there's a huge Philippines and Japanese sort of presence with America.
But that's what I'm saying. He knows just like a lot of languages.
Yeah, just one of those people. Yeah.
He just picks them up.
These journal entries are visible, aren't they?
Sorry?
I'm making journal entries. They're visible for everyone, or?
I don't know if they're visible for everyone by default. I can see them.
No,
obviously.
I only see the slides. So
yeah, so I can enable them if you want them enabled.
No, I'm good. Just asking.
Yes. When I get the handouts things for it, you'll have a shared dossier that the CIA will have one, the MI6 will have one. They will not be able to see each other's unless you allow it. But you're not supposed to allow it because obviously you'll have a shared task force dossier, which will be a simplified version of the two put together. You all have your individual like contacts for your relevant agencies. How much of any of this you share to each other is going to be up to you guys as you go along. Because I mean, obviously you are supposed to be working together, but you're investigating a mole, especially with the Americans not trusting the British fully. They might be reticent to give all too much information to them.
Yeah. Secrets.
I'm sure none of that will come back and haunt you.
Anything else you need to learn about him, or?
What's his? What's your sort of like connection to China then? You said your daughter, is she Chinese?
Yes.
So is your wife Chinese?
Yeah, she's dead. Okay.
Alright, so presumably you've been in China or Hong Kong in the past, in that case?
Yes.
Okay. And I'm assuming you also have passable language in that case as well?
I was thinking about that, so I'm going to say yes.
Yeah, makes sense. Even if you're not super fluent, I'd imagine if you're married, you've got a 12-year-old daughter who's also Chinese, you can speak some Chinese.
Yeah.
I could very
Probably
well.
can speak it, not read it as well. Or you can kind of read it.
I need to look up how different Cantonese is from Mandarin. I'm not sure how different they really are. I would assume they're close enough that if you know one well enough, you can kind of pick up a lot from the other one.
If I recall correctly, Cantonese is kind of what's the term for it? It's like Pidgin English, but for Chinese.
I think so. I think Cantonese is a whole different variant, but it's still essentially Chinese. But I mean, there's other types of Chinese other than Mandarin as well. But I need to look that up. I think if you're like fluent in one, you can kind of make through the other one at least. I think they might diverge on the writing more than the actual spoken part, but I might be wrong in that.
Chinese is dialect spoken in Hong Kong.
Cantonese is what they speak down there.
Cantonese. Japanese is an entire separate language spoken in Japan.
Yes.
Not all related at all. Different grammar.
There is some relation between Japanese and Chinese when you go back far enough. With the writing,
Mandarin,
I believe.
Yeah.
Chinese Communist Party standard.
Yeah, so once the communists took over, Han ethnicity in Mandarin became like the majority language and culture.
Ooh, and Japanese is less common in Hong Kong, so we're like,
well,
what?
the Japanese took over Hong Kong during the Second World War, so they hate the Japanese.
Yeah.
Yeah, just hate all over the place.
I mean, you go east to each other, they all hate each other.
Too much hate.
Yeah, so if you're Japanese in Hong Kong, especially around this time, you're getting, if people find out, they're gonna,
Probably.
be a little hostile.
Yeah, they're probably not gonna like you.
At the very least, prejudiced.
I mean, that's 20 years after the war at this point, but I mean, that lasted a long time, man. Animosity.
Yeah, that 20 years is a long time, but that's not long enough, I think.
I'm assuming your husband's
say
name is Sang as well then, Laura.
Yes.
And you've got a Chinese name, so I know you're saying you're like British, Chinese, Hong Kong. You're whole Chinese then? You're not had like one British parent and one Chinese parent? If you've got like a full Chinese name like that?
Because I have one British parent. So does my husband.
So would that be your mother then? Because since you've got your father's name?
No, my father. It would be my father.
Your father's British? Oh, so you've taken your husband's name and his name has changed. Okay, yeah, makes sense.
And he has
same
a
situation,
British.
yeah.
He's got a British mother.
Okay,
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
I want to say for my third anchor, it probably knew them from my like college days, but they're in Hong Kong as like an aid worker.
They don't
or
need
something like
to be in
that.
Hong Kong. It just needs to be somebody that you can reach out to and speak to.
Okay, I'll just say they're like an aid worker somewhere in the world, like a humanitarian, doing like helping people with medicine and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Like the Red Cross or something, probably.
Yeah, something like that.
My character's ready. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna let him learn. I'm gonna make him know some Cantonese and just a little bit of Japanese.
Just for flavor.
Because now that what I've read up on it, I'm like, oh, that's gonna be interesting if I catch that in the game. I'm like, what? What is that doing here?
I mean, that's part of the reason why I just threw out French. Like, it's probably never gonna come up in the roleplay, but
Well,
just whatever.
Philippines are close and they were French occupied.
Oh, well, there you go.
We're also not that far from Macau, which was the Portuguese colony. So Portuguese would also be a possibility. You gotta remember, Hong Kong at this point is still a big trading hub. I mean, that's how it gets to be so big. So you've got people from all over East Asia coming through here. I mean, just on the ships alone, you probably have like 12 different nationalities on a ship.
Yes, all the colors of the rainbow.
Pretty much, yeah.
I think I got the bare bones of Tom here.
It's also probably helpful if you have a little note somewhere, just the type of person you are.
Oh yeah, no, that's fair.
Because we want to have some personality going on. Especially when we're going to try and do sort of half spy thriller, half horror thing.
Yeah.
And you're just going to be interacting with each other as like new people meeting each other to work together. And I'm assuming you're going to be like professional on that level, but beyond that. You got anything written down, Alan? Because I don't see anything on your sheet.
Yeah, I've not typed it up yet. I've been writing it onto my iPad. So
that's fine.
So is it? Do we get like one of the anchors as like our handler? Was that?
One of your anchors should be like your loyalty to the agency or your country.
Right. So it's just generally the loyalty. It's not like a specific person within the.
No, because I'm thinking like an anchor of who you are as a person is going to be the sense of, I don't want to say patriotism, but you know, the idea that you're there to uphold a certain ideal in the security of your country. I think as a member of the agency, that would be an important part of who you are.
Yeah, I mean, because you basically spent all that time going to school and then, you know, getting recruited and trained.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Time away from family, risking your life, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, makes sense.
And also, I really want the point where you have to score it out because you're like, I don't believe in this anymore. It doesn't matter. There's much more dangerous things around.
Okay, I think I got a type of person for Tom.
Oh, you wrote natural linguist instead of cunning linguist. You adult.
I'm just glad we made it through the conversation without roaring, without anyone saying they wanted to be first cocks.
Mm-hmm.
Son of a bitch!
What?
That's a missed up. No, you pointed that out, and I was like, "Fuck, that would have been so funny if I put that down."
You have to be a funny person to think of that.
Oh,
well, you can still do it.
Well, he doesn't do
No,
it,
but
that's the point.
I'm not going to now because you know it doesn't have the same impact now.
Dave's Bendy's game. He's got a Delta Green sheet and it says sex on it, and I wrote in yes, please.
Oh man.
Well, I'm not gonna say no. I completely threw off my train of thought.
Well, that's what I'm good at. And obviously your little icons here will display your character image when we have them, as well as your stress and insight totals, so we can all see what they are at all times, Laura.
Okay.
There's no confusion.
Okay, I think I've got my type of person down. If you wanna.
Raging homosexual, I don't think that's necessary.
Well, I mean.
I feel like raging was unnecessary.
You fucker.
So you're a straight arrow. I'm taking from that.
Yeah.
The kind of guy that makes sure his shoelaces are tied at all times.
Definitely.
Well, mine is like, she's very competitive, but very silent assassin without the killing, as in she's good at informing and disappearing before anyone knows.
Just picturing you, a totally ordinary setting, like, until someone turns around and you're like halfway behind a plant pot, just sliding out of view. Perfectly ordinary behavior.
I'm like, the raid plans are on the go, and then the person's like, okay, and then don't go.
The eagle has fled the nest. What the fuck, Suki?
One question I have, Laura, though, is Suki not a Japanese name?
What?
Is Suki not a Japanese name?
Oh no. Is it?
I'm
I
pretty
thought
sure
was
it
a
is because
Chinese
it's
name.
the
2 seconds.
Japanese word for love, I think.
Oh, I really like the name Suki as well. 2 seconds.
Make it a nickname.
Well, it could be the alias. That's not a problem. But I just think that I'm not sure if it'd be our actual name.
It's a Chinese name, yes.
Okay.
Can be written as Suqi, as in Suki.
Yeah.
It means good girl.
Well, that's just the anglicization of the spelling, obviously.
I could change it to the QY.
Yeah,
to
just
make
do that, just to denote it, because I think
Yeah.
that's how the Japanese one gets written, is anglicized.
Still giggling about Suki hiding behind a potted plant, like, you can't see me. Yeah, that's the new girl Suki. Just ignore her.
She's got one
weird.
one finger up over her lips, like shh.
Freaking hiding in a cardboard box, like
Pulling the
Solid
cardboard
snake.
box over her head, like shh.
Suki, we can see you. You can't.
Like, you can't see me, I can't see you.
Okay.
I really struggled to find good music for this game because you can find 60s spy music, but it's very upbeat and jazzy, which doesn't suit the theme, the mood. And I cannot for the life of me find any Chinese creepy horror music. I can find plenty of Japanese creepy horror music. I can't find any Chinese.
It's kind of interesting.
I don't think they do horror in the same way because, they're all, and they don't do like the, because it's disrespectful to the ghost ancestors and stuff. I just don't think it's the same kind of thing. There's a lot of flute music and it's like, it doesn't really sound creepy enough. And 60s horror music, like British or American stuff, is very loud and not really kind of like creepy stuff I would want. Other than character stuff, is there anything you would kind of like want to see or have during the course of it that we maybe didn't include in previous ones? Or something that you liked, you like to see more of, or you didn't like, you want less of?
That's an interesting question because. Go ahead, Swindle.
Oh, no, I was just gonna make a joke. Go ahead.
But yeah, that's a very interesting question, Dar, because I never really thought of anything like that because I'm always on for the ride. I'm like, all right, what's this guy gonna throw at us? This is gonna be interesting.
Yeah, I mean, if you're happy with just going along, that's totally fine.
Yeah, I'm on for the ride because, your game's always amazing. I'm like, damn.
Just if you're like,
great.
I want more NPC interactions, I want less, I want more investigation, I want less, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Oh, here's a question. What do you want more from us?
Effort.
Oh.
Fucker.
Okay. Effort.
I want more.
Yeah.
I want better.
That's fine. Just
I want
play.
you to die.
I think this is a bit like the 44 one. You've got a structure, a mission to follow. It'll be more open than that one. That one's a lot more streamlined, I feel like. This one's a bit more open because it starts off as investigation. You've got a book full of contacts and you just kind of take it from there. I've never done a spy thriller game before, so doing that side of it, I don't know how that's going to go. Because you need a lot of intrigue.
Oh, now I gotta make a good presentation. Crap. It's fine. You can do that. There you go.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, can we have less scary monsters? That'd be nice.
I mean, I actually think it will be kind of less because there'll be a spy focus at the beginning, but I don't know how long that'll last for.
Of course, I'm not being genuine. Like that was just a joke, but you know.
Because I mean, like the work.
We watched what was it? The Spy that came.
Yeah, I
came
said
in
at the
the
start. Yeah.
post. Yeah. I love that movie. So good.
But like that level of plots within plots, lies within lies. Not sure how good I'm going to be at doing that.
I really need to see that. I
have
always
faith.
wanted to see that movie.
I should watch it. It's really good.
I think I'm gonna try to look into it and a few of your other suggestions later on.
Yeah, I'll dig it.
Or at least
I
before
got a
next
few of them
session.
there. I downloaded it all. Put them up.
Yeah.
It was Richard Burton that was in The Spy Tentacle Gold, wasn't it?
Yes. I like Richard Burton. He's really good in movies.
He's got a great voice.
Yes.
All right, I'm ready.
Excellent.
Yeah, I think I've blocked out mine as well. I've taken like analytical psychology as a special skill, as I thought my guy could have like a background in having like studied psychology at Oxford.
Sure. Yeah, that works well.
I also thought for comedy effect that, you know, I would probably be on edge about the fact that I'm from Oxford and Suki is from Cambridge.
Oh yeah, instant friction. Especially when she's on the rowing team, that's going to be a sore point. Rich boys do like the rowing. Yeah, so the plan will be, we'll come in, you'll go in your pairs and be given your like briefing. And then you'll do like the meet, probably like in Hong Kong, and you actually meet up with each other. And then that will probably be like a much lighter kind of joint briefing. And then from there you'll be left to just talk over how you want to approach it and who you want to reach out to and how you want to go about it. And then I'll just start killing everyone off.
All right.
Can't wait.
And judging by all the other campaigns, it's probably going to be about 12 sessions. It seems to be the running time for these. I don't know if you just want to go find a picture or a reference picture for you guys, you know? I don't think the face generator I used to use is actually free anymore. Oh, maybe it is. Or does it just have a selection you can pick from? That's one. I think that's one I used to use. Put in Discord. You can change the ethnicity and stuff like that to tweak it. Or you could go the tried and tested method of just ripping an actor's image.
Yeah,
I was trying to think of
route. Yeah, I was trying to think of like who was in movies at that kind of time.
It's funny because I see people being like, "Oh, I don't like players to use AI-generated character avatars. I only let them use legitimate photos." Like, and I'm thinking, what, like the still from a fucking movie? Which is copyright material.
Wow.
It's so much better, do you know what I mean? I mean, if it's a paid actual play, they should get an artist to do it, but other than that, man, I'm like, really? Let me see what this other movie was. Yeah, I find it so strange, because, like, Bond was out, we were in 66, I think the first Bond was out in 62, and by 66 there was, like, 3 or 4 Bonds out, as well as literally like 100 other action spy movies. It's like a crazy amount of them. 5 Golden Dragons, that was 1967. But I think that one's set in Hong Kong. And then The Torn Curtain, which was from 66. Anime Wong, okay. So the main pick in that profile you want, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, that's classic Glim.
What did you say?
Glim's one is classic.
Oh, is it? Nice.
I'm brown. Who's younger?
Sorry, where do you want us to post the pictures? I'll show mine.
Post it in Discord
later.
or send me in Discord and I'll edit them
Can
in.
you upload my picture then, hun?
I'm in the process.
There we go. Finally got my anchors typed up. Fuck, now I gotta find a face.
Just don't do what you did last time, Swindle, and give
Yeah,
me a sexy
well, yeah,
Kendo's
because this
face.
guy's not a fucking priest. Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Oh yeah, Alan missed that.
Yeah, I played a priest, and of course, I'm trying to find, like, you know, black and white photos of a priest, and, you know, I found one that I thought was alright. And then, sure enough, it's a fucking sex offender. It was pulled from a sex offenders list thing, so I was like, God dang it.
Oh, I thought you were going to say it was like the guy from the like Max von Sydow in The Exorcist or something.
No, yeah. I wish that I had gone that route, but I was just like, yeah, what's the harm?
Just so funny.
Surely they would show the the faces, right?
Of course, because of that, Lord, I'm going to have a lot of characters coming up to your character going, oh, you look like Anna Chung.
Yeah. She's even got my fringe at the moment. That could be me, because I've got the fringe.
Uh-huh. You'd have to cut your hair shorter as well, though.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, is this your one?
She's got her hair tied back. She's got some flavour in her hair. That was very pretty. I actually really like her outfit, actually. From what I can see of it, it's very nice. Do you know what she's got? You know those vibes of, what's that Kill Bill vibes? She's got total Kill Bill vibes, doesn't she? That look like silent assassin.
If you say so.
Do you not think? Wish she's
For a
looking
silent
there
assassin
with the side
I
eyes.
don't think she's doing an evil look. No, I think she's doing an innocent look.
Oh, okay. I would say this like a little crafty.
She squinted her eye just a little bit, so she was like, that'd be her doing the evil look.
Yeah. She's such a poser.
Look, I mean, she's a movie star.
I know. I don't know what was she in?
Fuck's sakes, why am I having such a hard time finding good pictures?
Well, it says she was in over 60 movies, so...
Oh, okay. Let's have a look.
You don't even read her bio? Jesus Christ, man. I'm just trying to remove the
Oh my
watermark
goodness. She was in
this.
Shanghai Express. She was in Piccadilly. Oh my goodness. She's been in like loads of really good movies.
Well, that'll be why she has an IMDb.
Back during the lockdown, one of my mates and I watched a ton of like Hong Kong genre movies, but unfortunately they were all from like the wrong time frame. It was like all 80s stuff that we watched, so I don't feel like I know much that would be relevant for this kind of time period.
And yet, you're probably the most educated out of all four of you as to what it should be like.
I'm just good at envisioning what it's going to look like 20 years later.
It's so hard to not like pick an actor's photo. So I'm trying to
They've all
avoid
picked
that.
actors' photos, so...
I know, but I'm trying not to. Apparently, only actors took pictures.
I feel like she looks like MI6 because she's got like that sort of the collar and stuff. It's as if she could be a, secret agent person.
I mean, I'm going to guess all the MI6 agents were a lot more white. Not agents, sorry. The case officers would all been more white.
Yeah.
The agents, like the ones actually doing the informing and stuff like that, would have been anybody. Because, I mean, we were still super classist, let alone racist at that point. Right, okay, where's Mark's here?
I recognize him, the Mark. What? He's not called Mark, but the picture. What was who is he? Like, I recognize him.
He was a French film star in the 60s. Just a minute, I will post a clip in a moment.
Okay, so Mark.
I actually was going to say French because he looks French.
I'm sure you were.
No, I was actually.
Mm-hmm.
French eyebrows.
Yes. Looks a bit like Louis Jourdan as well.
Okay, so you were born in Hong Kong as well. Makes sense.
This image doesn't look.
You realize by taking so long going last, you've built up anticipation about your one.
Yeah, we're all waiting.
For fuck's sakes. Don't. It's just a guy.
Glenn, was
Guy
you
with
that
glasses.
from Star Trek?
Okay, sounds more dodgy.
No, that's Jim Brown.
Oh, okay.
It's literally from the iStock website. Would you ever just fuck off?
What's iStock? I don't know what that is.
It's the royalty-free images, basically.
Yeah, it's stalking.
Hey, we black and white? What's going on here?
Oh yeah, because
Well, they're pulling older actors, which is why they're black and white.
I would have known that. I would have gave you another one.
I actually prefer, because obviously our older ones had a lot more black and white stuff, because we're in the 60s now. I feel like they should be a lot more colourful.
Ah, well.
Were you
I
black and white
specifically
too?
typed in black and white. Yeah.
Goosey, your character, it looks like he would like charm the woman and then he would like slit the throat.
So you need to know something about my wife. She is like had a crush on pretty much any male that's ever been on camera at some point.
How dare you? That is not true.
That is totally true.
No,
what are you
I
talking
do
about?
like old French guy.
Oh my god, if
actors.
it's like an old guy who's dead by now, definitely on her list.
Oh.
So I specifically picked him because he came across it, because the film I was thinking of, it comes across as being like kind of slightly awkward, but yeah, if I'd just been going for a generic French handsome man, I'd probably gone for Alain Delon or something.
So you got that sort of quiet British charm you're going for.
Yeah, somebody. Yeah, I think the danger is if you pick somebody that's like really super good looking and everything, they like maybe stand out too much to be a spy.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah, that's why I was trying to avoid actors.
He does have a very good looking face, though. I know that because you guys can't see it, but that's an attractive looking man.
He's an actor, of course he is.
Yeah, that's kind of how they got the job.
Especially old at Hollywood. I mean, they did not let ugly people on the camera, really. With one or two exceptions who played like the villains.
I'm just saying that's a very good looking man. Just to say.
I just.
What swindle, Jesus.
What? Because you were complaining about black and white, so now I'm
I
finding a
wasn't
color one.
complaining about it. We were just saying.
That's too late!
Then you're gonna get Glim going like that. Oh, I think I'm gonna go for black and
Well,
white.
that's what he was saying. Glim's character looks more of the time. Jim Brown.
Glim's character's got the face like, oh, I'm here.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm hungry.
Wow, why I gotta be hungry? Man, get out of here.
That guy looks too much like a dork.
Who's he in The Running Man?
Hmm?
It says Jim Brown was in The Running Man. Who
Oh, was
he
that
in The
Jim
Running Man?
Brown? I was trying to place who that was. I knew he looked familiar.
Jim Brown was in Attack of Mars Attack. And
Just trying to think who he was in Running Man, because he wasn't the. Because you know Arnie saves the guy with the glasses and the black guy. He wasn't him, was he? He'd have been too old.
I like him. He played a hunter in the.
Oh, he was Fireball.
Running
Of course,
Man.
he's Fireball. That makes a lot more sense.
the A-Team.
Like him. He's a really good
I
actor.
didn't really watch the team.
Good choice.
He's in Chips.
Never watched Chips.
The A-Team definitely watched that.
I've seen Mars Attack though.
I've seen Mars Attack, yeah.
I can't remember anybody apart from Pierce Brosnan. It was Mars Attacks, though. It was so long ago. I just can't remember.
Pierce Brosnan was in Mars Attacks.
Yeah.
He was the scientist.
Yeah,
He's a
because he's
small
given,
soldier.
he's given like the interview, and then the other person like turns into like a head in a dog's body or something. It's like the only bit I remember.
I think Jack Nicholson played like 3 different
He was in
characters.
the Dirty Dozen
Did he?
as well. And a movie called Any Given Sunday. Has
Oh,
anyone
he's in
watched that?
Ice Station Zebra, which is on my list.
I love how what's called. I love how like there's like Tom and Mark, like really boring.
Well, yeah.
Bland
What?
names.
What?
I mean, these are boomer names, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're American boomers. Of course, we're got
Oh
boring
no,
names.
actually, sorry, you would be the generation before the boomers, because the boomers get born in the late 50s, 60s.
Basic.
You know what? Fuck it. You're getting the black and white photo. You're gonna be happy with it.
Yes, I'm colored both ways.
Well,
God
Glim's character is actually called Jason. His surname's Corey. Is it Core or Corey?
Poor.
Core. Okay.
Like that.
E, it's silent. Because silent word letters are so stupid, but they're cool when they're done right. Don't ask. By the way, I just noticed something about the place I work, the acronym.
Mm-hmm.
Pronounce it. F-E-E-R.
Fear.
Exactly.
Fear.
That's great.
Now, I don't have to ask this one though, but are you sure it's not from like a sex offenders register?
It's from it's from a royalty-free website.
Right. Well, I just
Wait,
had
what-
to check because of past.
Wait, why? What
events.
happened?
Because the first image that I sent him for my priest carrier for Daniel Ford was the image of a guy that was pulled from a sex offender
Why
registry.
did you want to look
Because
for it?
I pulled it from Google, and then when he's like, "You sure this guy's not a sex offender?" I went back to where I pulled it from, and sure enough, it was a sex offender. So
this guy's
naturally, I had to
not,
change my
because-
image.
But this guy has no association with the church, so of course he's clean.
Yes, yeah, naturally. Had to use AI for the priest character because fucking can't trust anybody.
This guy's got a bit of an Egon Spengler vibe to him.
Oh,
Yeah.
Rames? Awesome.
Yeah, with the glasses and everything, I figure, yeah, this guy looks nerdy enough to be like, I pick up languages because that's cool.
I mean, there is one priest that you can always trust.
Is there?
Too cool.
I don't get the
your
reference.
Father Ted.
Have you not watched Father Ted?
Yeah, okay. I haven't watched like full
I
episodes.
thought
but
you were
I've-
claiming
guys,
Irish ancestry,
know,
man. You don't even watch Father
goodness.
Ted.
Jay, I
Watch
just
Father
I don't have
Fake ass
Irish
Americans,
TV.
man.
America, I had to look for British TV. Shut up. I only recently discovered Mock the Week. Like,
Oh god, I mean it's stopped being
I know.
funny a fucking decade ago.
Yeah.
To be fair, Swindle, I have Italian and
Oh God, here we
Irish heritage.
Okay.
Let's just say
I only found out
mostly
recently
Irish.
that like I had with the Italian one. But yeah.
And apparently it's the most backwater part of Italy. You can
Oh,
imagine. Because
shush.
every Italian person who said it to us just gave us a look like, oh.
Yeah, they did.
Those
Bless your
people.
heart.
To be fair, our friend Francesco, he was just pure like, oh, your family's from there.
Oh, I think Swindle was in the game that, because it is, oh god, I can't remember his name now. Archon, is that his name? Because he's Italian, and I was like, oh yeah, my wife's family ancestor was from there, and he was like, ah. Moving on.
That's a great reaction.
Actually, really pretty. I don't know why everybody promote it.
Yeah, but the
Okay.
hills of Aberdeen and Wales are also very pretty, and they also have the same reputation.
Oh,
Okay,
What
so
part of Italy is it?
Sardinia.
oh, he looks. Do you know what? He looks like, you know, the movie By the Light of the Silvery Moon, and it's like the Doris Day movie, and like it's the suitor that comes in playing the piano.
He looks
and
like
she can't get rid of him.
he looks like any detective called Tom in any old movie. So
Trust him,
very-
he's
The
read the
straight-laced one, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, that good. That's what I was going for.
Not the main character, not the hero, because they're
No.
also a bit edgier and more handsome looking. You're
Yeah,
just
of
like
course.
the plain backup guy.
Yeah.
No one's calling it
Goose, your
Luciano.
character's gonna be like Goose and Core's character is gonna be like the Gliv's character is gonna be like the main attractive character. Like, yeah. Nobody's gonna be like swoon over by Tom.
Yeah, no.
Well, I mean, he's behind the desk, so it's not meant to be that
Yeah.
guy.
If this was a James Bond movie, I wouldn't be cool enough to be Q. I'd be one of the background guys in Q's like area.
But you could be Q. What the fuck?
The guy that's in the,
No, I'm
the
just
slim
saying, my
box
guy.
getting blown up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
You can say like the guy testing the boombox that launches a rocket or something.
Yeah. God, what magical movies those.
Do you know what though? Do you not think that Tom has like priest vibes as well? If he
Well,
had
that's why I had to
collar-
ask.
If he had a collar, you would totally think it was a priest.
I mean, if you told me he was
wouldn't
a
No.
serial killer, I'd believe you as well.
That probably, but no, not a priest. Serial killer hobby. You know, everybody's got to have a hobby.
I mean, that could be a pretty interesting direction to take your character in. You know, he's actually. a
Honestly, you
serial
know, yeah. Now that I'm thinking about it, yeah. Depending on how next Cthulhu is, that might be a fun backstory.
killer. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like he's just going around killing people, but oh no, there's something much bigger going on.
I had a clear idea of what the 77, the next one, was going to be as a setting, but then I read something today, and I was like, oh, I might have to change where I'm going to set this.
Can't wait. All right, but I think I got everything situated.
I'm not going to make you change anything, honey, but I just have a funny image of this short Chinese lassie being on the rowing team, which is usually very tall, muscular men.
Yeah, because you need like a lot of upper body strength for that, don't you?
And usually like long legs and long arms.
She's just
No,
very
no, but
spindly.
she's got muscular arms.
Yeah, you're going to be
Don't,
athletic, yeah.
don't underestimate, like, you know, a person with like shorter arms that are like muscular. They can, you know, roll. Yeah.
Once
She's
again,
all petite and dainty,
yeah,
and then the
she's
second
like,
she
well,
like
she's
shrugs off.
it's like she's really pretty and also very intelligent, and she's very athletic.
Yeah.
It's like, we're all used to this.
Did I say she was very pretty? I didn't say she was pretty. In my
Yeah,
notes.
okay, so you just picked the attractive movie star,
I mean,
coincidentally.
Well, you know, look, I have a fringe at the moment. She's got a fringe. I thought, this looks like
That's
somebody
a
that,
spot on GIF, Goose.
yeah.
Yeah. She was a stunt woman in Hong Kong movies
Right.
in the 80s.
Well, she's got a
Yeah, I
knack
think I
for
actually saw that movie that
gymnastics.
she's in.
So she's got a knack for gymnastics. So yeah, she's good at everything.
Oh, thrower and a knack for gymnastics. Okay.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
athletic and sharp. Very competitive.
Yep.
But very silent assassin without the killing.
Yeah, without the killing, that's the important part. However, she is also like an expert, like sniper and sharpshooter.
Yeah. And she knows how to
Master
hack.
of Kung
She knows
Fu.
how to hack computers. Speaks 12 languages.
Yeah.
She's been an astronaut, but she's quiet,
Don't
so she doesn't draw
She's
attention.
at every woman for everything.
Yes,
for all
like all the
different
characters.
names.
Yeah,
What's Chinese for Mary Sue?
she's just an average everyday girl. She's like
Yeah,
every
her
girl
name
who's
is
cured cancer and
Her name is Suki, so it's like Suki.
Mary
Yes,
Suki.
but for Mary Sue, she's got the end, but the
Oh,
secret.
Mary Suki.
Oh, I know who's dying first.
Not me.
There's the one thing you didn't make your character, and it's bulletproof.
Oh yeah. Well, don't forget she was part of a secret Soviet experiment that gave her bulletproof skin.
It's like the super soldier serum.
Yeah, yeah. She's Captain America, but
She's. Do you know what? She's quiet and conservative, so she's not. It's called. She's not the big, massive, chatty type.
No, sure.
That will go in her.
But she doesn't need to be, because
I
she's
feel
also
your-
telepathic.
Well, she is the silent informer, so like she's there.
But
and then
really,
she's
you're a
gone.
glorified secretary, so yeah.
Hey, again?
Well, that's her role as a support officer, right?
yeah, basically.
Right, well, I think we have everything, folks.
Awesome.
So it will be Tuesday, as usual, weekly, for probably 12 sessions or so. And hopefully
Okay.
it will be interesting enough to keep you involved.
Yeah, I got faith.
I've got faith to her. I actually looking forward to doing this one. I think I'm just not. The Shadow Dark one was not good. That game that we played last time. I just wasn't invested in that. I'm invested in Mythos, so yeah.
Cha. So yeah, I mean, unless anyone has any other questions or anything they want to input, you can of course add to your character as much as you like,
Yeah,
at any time.
I think I'm good.
Oh,
for now.
there's Callum. Hello. Congratulations.
I'm not here to derail too much. I just thought I'd pop my head in.
Oh, we were just wrapping up because they just finished all their characters.
Yeah.
Laura's made a character that's completely unlike any of our other characters.
Oh,
Is that sarcasm?
is it John Sue? Relation to Mary Sue?
Oh no, it's Suki. So it's Mary Suki. And don't worry, she's got a husband, so
That must be the funniest.
completely
thing.
different from all her other characters.
By any chance, 2 kids too?
No, she doesn't want to endanger
No,
children this time.
Yeah, this time she's got no kids, so
But
so the
could-
marriage
could-
might survive.
She couldn't fit kids in between all the secret assassin, astronaut, telepathic, athletic,
That was
That she is.
telepathic.
rich and pretty, and intelligent,
Said that I was in the rowing team, and they were just like
and very good at
this
gymnastics. It
petite
says.
woman that's in the rowing team.
It's-
Also, somehow world champion sumo wrestler at the same time
well,
as
she said-
athletic
well,
marathon
it
runner.
It does
Well, I
say
did say
athletic gymnast.
gymnast.
Yeah. Escape artist.
Yeah, I
Oh,
said
yeah,
that I
I
was the silent assassin, but not like as in the killer. I just like inform people and then disappear.
But her job is to like take notes and pass on letters. So it's all very relevant.
It's
Yes,
oh
but
my
I'll
God.
be very inconspicuous when I like
As you're
leave
sitting
those
there writing
letters.
letters, making phone calls.
Yes.
hiding behind a fern.
Yeah, hiding behind the rubber plant tree and behind the rose bush.
Hiding underneath the